There we go. Yeah, about 2 minutes late, but that's nothing, right? Both teams have beaten me into the lobby. They both were very ready. This will be CC Tier 3 Week 3, Vazdem versus MRG Kobra. Now, I've not seen MRG yet. I think that I used to play on them, and at that time they weren't brilliant, but hopefully we see that they are improved. Yeah, so I'll quickly check, because map 1 is going to be Busan. So I'll quickly check that both teams are ready, and then I guess we'll head into it. I should actually have one person joining me, so on the cast, and yeah, just gotta get him in. We've got Mediocre co-casting with me, so it's nice not to be alone for once. Oh, there we go. Hello, hello.
Well, go on.
How are we?
How are you? Oh, alright then.
Good, good. I think we're pretty much just gonna get we're gonna get straight into it. So it's like they pretty much both beat me into the into the cast. They both beat me into the lobby. I was like, wait, they're inviting me? And then I noticed that time was a little off.
Hold up.
No, you were like perfectly timed.
That's perfect. Wouldn't expect that with me. That level of professionalism.
Okay, so first map Busan. Gonna be heading into Sanctuary. I wonder what teams might be running out here. I'm feeling that there might be a kind of Ryan brawl being played. But
Is that the real ultraviolet?
what was that? Sorry.
Is that the real ultraviolet?
I mean, I wish, but I doubt it. Okay, so Dillstorm Cammy.
Sure. I'm gonna be specking in here.
Gonna be watching him closely to make sure.
He is on the map.
He is on the map. Could be the real ultraviolet. Now, okay, so MRG have opted to go for a double shield comp. But I don't know whether Trill's going to make the switch onto the Orisa here, or whether he's planning on staying on the Hog. Looks like they might be playing this Hog Sigma. Just quickly.
Oh, I wanted to go main.
There we go, so the positioning on point has been taken up. Trill throws out a hug, doesn't manage to land anything. And Cammy stood forward, gets that Discord on top of his head. Gilda though, finds the pick onto Nyx. Nyx just going in, Nino, sorry, jumping in there and getting punished with the flashbang. Trill now falling very low, he does get taken out, and that does look like it's going to be point capped up for MRG, and MRG walking forward. Seeing Victor just getting left behind here.
He's one soldier, that's fine.
There we go. No ults online yet for either side, but Victor actually doing pretty well to get up to that Transcendence here.
Yeah. He's beating me in both maps.
Quick change of positioning there from MRG. Kind of just giving up that high ground space. I think the pressure from Crimson in the back just forced them into a different position. But it just shows that this team knows how to play this comp, playing at this distance, playing much more poke game. There's the window coming out from Ultraviolet though. Straight in the face, but Cammy still manages to find the pick onto Eclipted. Cammy falling very low. Does have that Flux online, he might go for it. But, I mean, the rest of the team is so split. Gilda finds the pick onto Nin, but gets traded out by Trill. The Flux comes off and doesn't land. Conch and Cammy just chasing Ultraviolet there and managing to find the kill. Nice cleanup. 72% on the point now, and I like this like really forward positioning here from Cammy. Just forces them to think a bit harder about how quickly they can push in. The yeah, the Orisa switch is much more desirable character, to be honest. Crimson though on the flank gets scoped out by Cammy, but pops that visor and manages to find two. He somehow manages to stay alive and find another kill. He gets out with gets out on 30 health. See, we see old combo come online for Vazdem here. Ecliptic with the Flux and with the Ninyo with the Meteor Strike.
Possibly the most useless assault in the game. But we shall see.
There's a Molten Core coming out from Chongyun on for MRG. There's the Flux though, big Flux coming out. And Nin drops down that Meteor Strike, manages to find the kill onto Gilda. Cammy falling extremely low on this point. Looks like he's next to be taken out. Husey also going down. That's MRG losing up that fight. And Vazdem keeping hold.
Yeah, that was weird. If I had just surrounded him, just suffocated the both, I think that weird. Oh, that's it.
Crimson though, in a really risky position, gets taken out.
Oh, no.
I think we like to call that kind of positioning feeding. Ecliptic getting caught out there, also gets taken out, point gets flipped over, so it's 99%. Bongo dropped down by Trill, and Crimson's going to be coming back with that visor. He's coming in behind them. There's the Flux from Cammy, puts people into the air, and I mean, there's just nobody left alive. Invicta left on point. There's the visor from Crimson, doesn't seem to find anything, and the point definitely seems to be going the way of MRG, just clearing up this point right now. Bongo comes down to just add extra damage on top of that. And I mean, the stall coming in from Nino doesn't look like it's going to be at first point, going towards MRG Kobra.
I think that was a mixture of Crimson getting caught out there and then just coming out on the worst comp. I think that kind of screwed him a little bit, because the Eraser just was like 70-80% of the ult by the time they were just swapping.
It did feel 100% like a comp diff at the start. Trill just wasn't getting nearly as much done as Dillstar.
I just felt like the combat had so many interests. Like, I don't know, I felt the Doom, the Soldier, and the Hog. Like, I guess they're all individualistic, but it didn't mesh well at all. It just felt clumsy. And
I mean, you always win with teamwork playing this game. Looks like Crimson is going to be on the Symmetra here, so both teams can running out on the Rhine comps, but MRG opting for a Zarya rather than a D.Va. Crimson though on the Sim. Once he gets this beam up, it's going to be deadly, and Dillstar falls early. Crimson, oh my god, walking forward fine, just beams down Cammy, and MRG is falling apart. There we go. Right to the spawn door.
They just had so much damage, that was... oh my god.
We don't see any switches coming out from MRG, and what a pin! Trill from behind Cammy just pins him into his own team. That's so unfortunate.
I think the biggest difference is probably the D.Va versus Zarya matchup. Especially going like into the next fight, because the D.Va just gets so much more utility, and like even though there's not much high ground, there's a little, and he just stops you from getting those off angles.
Rotation comes through, there's the window coming out, and the shatter comes down, doesn't seem to find anything, looks like it was blocked up. Okay. Crimson does have this Sim Shield online, so can split up that point, just stall it out even longer. Cammy, on the point, manages to get the flip over. MRG still managing to find that flip. Gilda is on the back with a pocket of his own, just looking for those shots. Does look like they might get taken out here though.
Oh, did we get the VMAX?
Point getting flipped over. Husey left on point. Ecliptic falling to 14 health right there. Very lucky for Ecliptic there.
Yeah. No, it was all planned out.
And somehow Crimson managed to keep hold of that symbol. I say that, he pulls it right out of his pocket. That symbol straight through the enemy team, right through MRG. Cammy gets pinned up by Trill, and there's the shatter coming down from Trill. I think it stunned up one player. Husey does look like he's cut off here, does get taken out, and that's just going to force MRG a quick reset. 64% off a point. Never mind, Dillstar turns around and gets a 4-man shatter. Meteor Strike still comes down from Ninyo and manages to take out Gilda. That's unlucky from Dillstar hitting a massive shatter like that, but just not having his teammates there to follow up.
I just feel that right now, Bill's team also, they just seem like a more, like, a better unit. They do everything together. So I was like, just
the pin from Trill. What was that? The Blizzard gets eaten up though, but the grab still manages to come down. Crimson caught up there. Husey finding 2 kills. He is getting pinned up in the corner by the D.Va. He's looking for that bat 1v1 though. He does get taken out, unfortunately. That's just going to leave it as Conch as the only support. But it does look like these kills are going the way of MRG, and the point's already been flipped, so percentage is moving up.
Yeah, that was big from them, like flipping it almost immediately. Like, that was a peak for them. They shouldn't have let them do that. They'd be on like 10% by now, but they're already 50% pretty much.
There's the shatter taking 2 down to the ground. Lamp is there though. Cammy though, split off from the team, gets taken out. Ecliptic and Trill just pinning in as per. Manages to find Husey. That's quite funny. I didn't expect to see that. Jonghyun just on the point here, stalling it up, and it is going to be on the back of. I think it's. Yeah, it's going to be on the back of Conch to get the touch.
Oh, he's been got out. He's been got.
Dillstar and Conch just getting bullied on that high ground, taken out. Cammy getting demeched on point. It looks like this point may be going the way of Vazdem here. Crimson just on the Symmetra, locking that point down.
I just felt they were the better brawl team.
Vazdem playing a lot more comfortable on that brawl.
Yeah. This could come down to the maps. The what maps get chosen. They both clearly have comps that they're more comfortable on.
Yeah, true. I feel like the Symmetra for Crimson and the
if everyone performs their function, victory.
Zarya for what's it called? Oh, I can't remember. Zarya for Kobra and was like the kind of deciding factor because it made Crimson a lot more.
MRG blowing out the Ana here. Oh, never mind. Oh well.
As you say, immediately changes.
That's excited. I don't really like this side of thing.
This right hand has been taken control of. Gilda does get split up, and Invicta has manages to find that kill. Cammy falling extremely low, but the Baptiste stealing in there. Trill pinning it again, gets that lamp just to support him, but they are absolutely outpacing Vazdem, pulling a whole new level of pace out. Jonghyun, I believe he manages to get out. He was in the middle of the team, but does somehow manage to get away.
Sort of like this Zarya pick, man.
Look at where Trill is. He's just set up behind them. Pin comes out there, and Trill doesn't even go for the counter pin. He's very lucky to get away with his life there. Looks like the left side will be pushed up on. And Ecliptic very close to this Graviton Surge here.
The cast leaving the chair. Come on, that time. Oh, they're going back. They're going back.
MRG
and they didn't realise it. They didn't realise.
No, and that's given MRG so much space. Just forces Vazdem to play on point. Trill going for that pin, doesn't manage to find anyone. Window comes out from Invicta, and he falls very low, jumps straight into the hammer of Dillstar. Ultraviolet meanwhile finds a boop onto Gilda,
but he's winnable. Either way.
Crimson though gets taken out by Cammy, and it's just, I mean, yeah, it's just Ultraviolet left there stalling out the point. Might see Trill come in. No, he just turns around. He's like, nah, I ain't touching that.
I was only in one fight, they got 60% because they just kept going back and forth from left side to chokes. They couldn't have the base jam going on to it.
Oh! Shatter goes down, but goes up into the air, but... okay, I think that's the 200 damage change that came out. Trill just landing on to Conch's head there. It was quite unfortunate.
Gilda swapped to the Doom.
Yeah, Gilda switching to the Doom. This is a lot more of a, like, Lucia Brawl. They're very aggressive coming out from Trill here, but I mean, when you've got the Rein Zara, you can do. Crimson, though, falling down. That's your main source of damage coming down. Trill, though, goes for the pin onto Dilstar and manages to confirm that kill. Chongyun, though, with the Death Blossom, manages to find Ecliptic, and it looks like kills are going the way of MRG Kobra. They're just going to be looking for these cleanup kills. Invicta and Nino on the point, just stalling out. Nino gets taken out by Cammy, and Invicta just going to be looking for that last second touch, gets taken out as well. Trill in the back! Trill just comes in, gives himself that extra bit of ult charge.
Basically, I feel like the fights are really back and forth. Like, he takes him, you lose him, but Vazdem just getting so much more like percentage each round.
Yeah, it is 88 to 53 at the moment. So this point is looking a lot more winnable for Vazdem here. Beat and Window both coming out. Beat in return though, and
still getting the kill.
Yeah, it looks like MRG are gonna go for that aggression with the beat. Dilstar goes down, and there's the shatter. Chongyun falls. Gilda also falling. This looks like this fight might be going the way of Vazdem. And what a fight it was. Wow, really came down to the DPS's performance in that fight, I believe, because it was all clutch factor. Ultraviolet just giving a cheeky little emote on the point. The real question is, can we get a touch? Chongyun is going to be the only one who can get it. Oh, I say that. Dilstar pins in, gets that touch. Falls extremely low. High noon from Gilda, manages to find Crimson, and this point could be flipping back. Grab comes out from Ecliptic, but Lamp is there. Ecliptic though still finding 2 kills. And Gilda gets taken out. It's just Chongyun on point. Ecliptic falling extremely low, but he's got that bubble in front of him from Ultraviolet, and that's the point cleaned up. Vazdem.
There was that major disadvantage there, but they pulled it out of the bag.
Yeah, Vazdem. Playing extremely mechanically well, sorry, and flipping around that point. Ecliptic here with the play of the game, probably going to be that 4K right at the end.
Yeah.
There it is. You see 2.
Whoa.
He just uses that.
Meant to do that, but that was incredible.
He uses that bubble just to body block himself. A nice, clever bubble there.
Meant to do that. That was really smart. Prove me wrong. I wasn't a big fan of the Zarya, but he made it work. So fair enough. What's the next map?
Next map is a choice between Eichenwald and I was looking at it a second ago. It's there. There it is. Eichenwald and Blizzard World.
He's just not King Grill. You know that I'm gonna spit some truth here. All right. I don't think King's Row is that good. I'm gonna just say it. I don't think it's that good. Like,
this is where I lose all my followers because I'm friends with you.
like, it's okay. It's okay, right? Like, when I get it, I'm not upset. But it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it just gets too much hype. You know. I don't know. It's just, all everyone wants to play is Rein Zarya, find Diva, you know, with the brawl. So let's get some variation in the nation. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So you know, maybe it's because I just played a bunch of scrims. It was every single time we're just like King's Row. I don't want it anymore. You know, I'm free now. Play Stardew. You know, a very competitive game.
A very competitive game indeed. Stardew, very competitive. You know.
Just last night. Just, you know, let you all in. I got 50% to perfection, so halfway there. So I'll let you know when I get there. I was quite happy when I did it. So I'll let you all in.
I mean, why only 70? Why not 100? Where's that
No,
extra?
50, not 70.
Oh, you're 50.
Yeah. Well, I'm halfway there, but you know, that's half. That's more than you. You know what I mean? We played like an hour, got bored. That's the thing. No, I think this is, you know, I think everyone should play Stardew. I just do.
You're just
You
like a
feel-
walking advertisement for Stardew.
It's just a good chill game. You know what I mean? Like you feel good when you play it. Like,
I
and
mean,
especially Overwatch players. I would know. I mean,
Sure.
I've been through. I have grinded this game. What can I say? I have 2 hours each season. It is. That is some tough stuff.
so
I don't know,
Vazdem, MRG has
Oh, yeah.
chosen Iconworld as the next map. Just cutting you off a little there and moving on to the actual Overwatch.
Fair enough. I was just talking.
Yeah, MRG got the map choice since they lost the first map. So Iconworld is the one that they chose. Vazdem has also made 2 switches. Lemon Elk has come in for Nino, and Distant has come in for Invicta.
Mm.
And Vazdem
Yes.
has also chosen to attack first, so I don't have to switch any sides around. Yay.
$500. Jeez. What's this in? Lucio Ball? Oh, it's private. I thought you could have private profiles in this.
You shouldn't
Did
know.
you? This distant guy, I'm Ryan, I don't care.
Traveling to Icon.
Oh, I don't know. I like this man.
Okay, wait, I've...
Initiating match.
Yeah, actually, no, maybe I know.
Coming into Iconworld, hybrid. Love a bit of a hybrid map coming out, and...
I think hybrid, you know, it's one of 2 things. You either love it, or
Ready for battle.
you kind of like it. You know, I'm like, you know, I should like.
So there's no hate. It's
There's no
just
hate, no one's
you
mad.
either you love it or you
Well,
kind of like
it's like
it.
what I said with Kings Row, right? I don't just like Kings Row. I just think it's alright.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Okay, I see what you mean now. You don't mean you dislike King's Row, you just don't love it.
Exactly. I mean, I'll take it to the grave. Yeah, man, I don't care. No, I won't take it to the grave. What's the
Now-
expression?
I mean, Lemon
I'll go
Elk,
down with this. They are bringing out that combo. Like, this isn't.
Lemon Elk
This
is on the
is the
Rhine
bizarre.
here, and Trill has switched on to the Zen. So Trill was the Rhine in the last game. Might explain why all the pins came through. But Crimson there also on the Genji falling extremely low right at the start. It's going to be really hard to track because their rolls are not in the right place. Distant though finds the pick onto Conchcast. Nice headshot there. He does get pushed by Cammy and manages to find that D-Mech as well. But is he going to lose the 1v1 to Cammy on the Baby Diva? Looks like he might. Distant, loses that 1v1. We don't care about the rest of the match. It's just that 1v1. Cammy manages to find that clean-up kill. But the point, yeah.
You could be forced to set up the next map after that. That ultraviolet, you know, he's really out there carrying the team right now.
Point does get capped though, 5 minutes 35 on the clock. And, I mean, Crimson dropping down and taking out Yuzi.
This is similar. Very well. Oh, Chungyun says, never mind.
Distant though finds 2 kills there, and Cammy Manages to find the pick onto Lemon Elk. Looks like Lemon Elk
But
was...
all this time, they're just pushing the cart. He's just going.
Yeah, the cart's just moving, and oh my god,
No,
the
this-
aim from distant is absolutely insane. I mean, I immediately flick over to Ultraviolet, and he's just sat on cart.
He's having a good time, man. Yeah, man. That's what Lucio players are all about. Throwing the game, but having a good time. You would know. They're good, man.
Crimson now with this blade online, we might see something come out. Trill,
Lemon Elk.
I've also only just noticed Trill and Ultraviolet are on Lucio Zen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crimson's
the-
1 HP.
Crimson gets taken out there, but the point's so close to finishing. Lemon Elk gets
Flank on you, bro.
pins in, doesn't seem to find anything. Yuzi just getting pushed back by Lemon Elk, and there's the Transcendence coming out. Shatter comes down from Lemon Elk, and 3 players put onto their backs. There's the bomb coming out over the top, and it just gives Lemon Elk free reign to swing. Distant, on the other hand, finds the kill onto Conchcast with the High Noon, and Kami drops that bomb in. So he gets that free, that mech full health back. Chongyun gets taken out with a headshot from
Two
Distant.
invest, but Gilda's not about it.
Distant is absolutely popping off. 4 kills for Distant right here. 5 kills for Distant. He's actually hitting insane shots right here. This is tier 3. Is this tier 3 gameplay?
I don't. Tier 3 is like.
Dillstar drops down that shatter, manages to find 2 tanks. Lemon Elk falling extremely low, gets taken out by Chongyun, but Dillstar has been taken out by Ecliptic. There's the beat coming out from Conchcast, and Ultraviolet is still emoting on point. Looks like MRG are going to be finally stopping this point. 4 minutes 52 in the clock, going into third point.
Trill just get tranked for this team.
No, Gilda's always played DPS for MRG.
No, Trill. Wasn't
Oh,
he just
Trill?
On... He's on Zen now.
He played Rhine last map. That's what I said, yeah, it's quite weird. Beat comes out from Ultraviolet, and there's the High Noon from Distant. He finds the pick onto Conch there. Cammy with the remake barely escapes death. But it looks like he might just get taken out here. Yeah, gets taken out of mech. Gilda though finds the remake onto Ecliptic. And these 3 in this corner are just looking really deadly. The Transcendence from Trill though comes out and just gives unlimited resources for his team to work with. But there's the window coming out from Kai on the side, from Husey on the side, sorry. But it doesn't seem to find anything. Chongyun drops down with that Death Blossom and finds the pick onto Ultraviolet. Conchcast also falling to Lemon Elk. There's the bomb coming out from Cam. Well, no, sorry, Ecliptic. And the shatter.
I was wondering why they subbed in Lemon Elk just up at the line, but I understand it. They're taking the
Switching sides.
burning weights off. They're just subbed in
Initiating
Distant.
I
Trill
mean-
on the Zen, like, just gotta work. You know what I mean?
The real player in those fights was 100% Distant. He was hitting absolutely nutty shots. He just wasn't missing. He was just hitting every single shot. I'm not going to comment. Hulkog, I am reading the chat. If you just, I don't know. What am I supposed to say to the chat? Huh? Huh? I mean, okay. Lemon Elk coming out on the Rhine and Ecliptic on the Monkey.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that this is all tactics. I'm sure this is all tactics.
I'm sure this is something they've definitely practiced, just like Trill coming out on Zen and Ultraviolet being on Lucio.
Yeah.
MRG, I feel sorry for MRG because they
I don't.
they don't
Get good. Okay.
yeah, they don't. I mean, they don't really deserve it, but here we are.
I mean, you know, I know it's like to lose.
Cammy on the Reinhardt, Dillstar on the Diva this time. Looks like they've gone for the old main tank off tank swap.
Oh,
okay.
Lemon Elk.
Lemon Elk, I didn't even notice he was in that position. He just positioned behind them and managed to get that pin off. Still manages to get taken out by Chongyun though.
This is why they have 2 main tanks.
So that Lemon Elk can feed. I'd say that, but Cammy has just walked forward and found opportunity on Trill. Chongyun meanwhile has found Ecliptic and Conch has taken out Ultraviolet. It's just going to be a stall coming through from Crimson here. Oh, and Distant on the back.
Pull out the 1v6.
Lemonel with a pin manages to demech Dillstar, but yeah, I think that's going to be it.
He's falls low.
Trill finds the pick on Yuzi, and I mean, with no Baptiste, this point could come back. Trill now on the monkey comes in by jumping over the point.
Was that Nathan's spot?
I actually don't know. I would have thought so. There's the shatter coming out from Cammy. Laminel put onto his back. But it looks like kills are still going the way of Vazdem here. MRG struggling to find a footing once they lost Yuzi. Yuzi has come back from spawn, but his team have died on point. 2 ticks on the point there.
It would seem one team is winning. I'm not gonna call it which team. But one team.
Oh, Lemonelk. He was going for a sneaky little pin spot there by the looks of things. But it looks like he got caught out. Oh, and he just turns around and drops the shatter. What a massive shatter. Anti comes in with the primal and the blade, and that's just going to be it. Death is the only word in the dictionary for MRG today. that was
MRG coming away from the map just say it's 0-0. You know.
Yeah, I mean, MRG are feeling that. Walking forward here, they do have ultimates. Cammy with the Dillstar with the bomb, and Husey with the window. Husey though gets slept in the back. Trill gets off that nano, and Trill is still behind them. Point is capped up though. And I mean, Trill's probably going to get taken out here.
Oh, and Distant now, let's see what happens. Oh, Gilda with the diff.
I mean, the point was kind of given away there, but at the same time, I feel like half of Vazdem just went alive.
On the Mercy now.
And I mean, 6 ults online for MRG Kobra. You're gonna be feeling pretty comfortable going into this fight.
Oh, and is it going?
Crimson though finds Chongyun on the high ground, and okay, Cammy, that was toxic. Gets that shatter off onto Crimson, but doesn't manage to find that killing blow on the pin. Now reversing back to point.
Someone off the shot.
Chongyun getting spawn camped by Lemonel, but Lemonel falling very low. He drops down the shatter! He goes for the shatter!
He shattered the dead man.
I mean, yeah, Chongyun was already dead when that shatter came out, but
I don't know if he snapped.
Distance still set up behind. 90 health in a dream. Just looking for these kills. Chongyun goes for the flash onto the recall, but doesn't manage to find it. Beat, meanwhile, is dropped by Contracast, just walking forward. It looks like MRG are really struggling to finish off any of these kills. Ecliptic, though, falls, and Distant also taken out by the Fire Strike.
Oh, wait. Lemonel's on the hog now.
High ground position being taken up by Vazdem here, though, is going to be something you've got to worry about as MRG. Got to be watching for your supports, watching your backline, see if they get taken out.
Oh, I think Lemonel's going for the hook.
High Noon comes out, the Crimson jumps in the air to try and bait the shot, and goes for the blade. Manages to find the kill. Blizzard has already come down though. Can he find anything more? I don't think so. Window comes out from MRG, and there's the beat from Vazdem in response. Chongyun has been taken out though. And there's Yuzi falling. It looks like Vazdem are going to be taking this fight.
That was really nice conditions. That ball. Just like the ball to or triple the game, just stuck the bat. Oh yeah, it's a casual day. Yeah.
We also appreciate Distant being on the London Spitfire Tracer skin. I mean, every time I switch to Ultraviolet, he's flipping I mean, Ultraviolet is literally just sat emoting every single time I switch to him. Every time I look at him, he's emoting. Both supports though get shattered there, and Ecliptic walking forward has found 2 kills. Looks like Husey has found out where Ultraviolet is positioned and just goes for that kill, but I mean, the strafing there is just too much. Can't handle it. The Ball switch coming up from Lemon. I mean, they are playing some weird stuff. Ultraviolet getting taken out there, and there's the Trill coming in on the Mercy. Does get taken out. Looks like these kills should just be coming through for MRG. High Noon takes out Crimson, and that's quite unfortunate. He just dashes into the air to get away. Chongyun, on the other hand, is getting absolutely demolished in the backline. Bomb gets thrown up into the air, and Dillstar manages to take out Lemonel. There's the pin coming out.
Sometimes on the line.
Ecliptic getting taken out by Conch, and I mean, there's just players, Vazdem players scattered all over this point, but the kills are still going the way of MRG.
It's green, especially with just on the tracer.
10 seconds left on the clock. These kills really need to be coming through. No ults online for Vazdem yet.
Oh, Crimson's back.
Kami just really wants that. Ryan 1v1 manages to lose it. Gilda, using the Blizzard, manages to freeze up.
Break out.
There's so much happening. Crimson pulls out the blade, manages to take out Gilda. But, I mean, Husey and Chongyun on the point still manages to find up 2 kills of his own. There's a 3rd kill for Chongyun, and it's just Distant left on this point. He uses that pulse bomb and manages to stick Conchcast. This point is still winnable for both sides. The D-Mech also coming through for Dillstar. Lemon Elk just left on the point, and I think that might be it. Lemon Elk getting taken out, but I say that the Ultraviolet has come back in, and Chongyun on the Reaper just blasting shots straight into the team of Vazdem. Gilda on the Tracer comes back and finds 2 cleanup kills, and that was a long fight. 1 minute 27 on the clock going into 3rd point for MRG. They really need to focus on ending with time now.
Vazdem, yeah, they're fun of games, but I mean, they're pushing it to get it there.
Chongyun here does have this Death Blossom online. There's the deflect coming out, and he manages to take out Crimson with that. Chongyun walking forward, gets hooked, and it actually puts him in a position he wants, because the kill doesn't get finished. Still has to use that Wraith form just to get out though. And Husey with the window online here, it should be able to stop a heavy push coming through, and deny a lot of the positioning. There's the beat coming through, the stall coming through. But I mean, Distant on the backline has the pulse bomb, and there's no lamp for Husey. Pulse bomb comes down from Distant, doesn't seem to find anything. And Crimson with the blade just looks like he's swiping away at Dillstar. Trill though manages to find the kill onto Husey, and without Husey in this fight, it's going to be really hard for them to complete. 17 seconds on the clock. I mean, they really need a reset here.
You need to do about that. Can they even get a touch here?
Kami's the only one close enough to even possibly get a touch. Yeah, there's the whole hog coming out from Ecliptic though, just denying that last second touch. And Vazdem taking the 2nd map in quite a rude fashion as well, may I say. They didn't try very hard.
Some would say...
Oh, what a lovely shatter coming out there. Love to see that play of the game. Lemon Elk dominating on the Reinhardt right there.
Picking up something from Ultraviolet there in the morning.
Right at the end, Lemon Elk just using the emote, which Ultraviolet has been doing the whole game.
Well, this is you know what? I believe in MRG. I'm gonna say it. I think they're gonna come back. You know, they got the 1st round of Busan. They're just gonna. They've just been playing around up until now, and now they're about to kick ass.
True. I mean, the reverse sweep could definitely be coming through.
I think. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Chongyun. He's just gonna come out and he's just like, you know what? I'm winning. I decided I'm gonna win.
He's just gonna come out and completely demolish, just change the pace of everything. Yeah.
I think he will.
I mean,
I don't know. I just see a white screen.
you've been
Interesting fact,
you don't
though.
even see the lobby.
What? I can see now. Yeah. It was weird, man. I don't know. I think I used to play this. No, I did not.
Wait, you think you used to play for MRG?
No, I'm thinking of a different team. I mean, I did play for MRG, but I was a tier 2 team. I think MRG was my first. It was MRG or Crusaders in my first team. I forget. And I played for another tier 2 team, not tier 3 team. As a Lucio player, and then I only played BAP. It was weird. Spoiler alert: I was not very good at BAP. Yeah. They're gonna play. Oh, it said 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Do you have any game? You know, any game recommendations for the people?
for other people.
I guess I don't know.
Definitely
Yeah.
not Overwatch. No, I'm joking. Overwatch, yeah,
everyone here
you should all play Overwatch. Overwatch is such a fun game. You'll never stop playing it. It literally takes all of your time. Like, realistically, you don't need time if you've not got any time.
I've actually pretty much quit the game. You know, I don't think I deserve a round of applause for that. It's, you know, it's taken me many years, but I pretty much quit. I haven't played a game this season. I don't know when the season started. I just have a good time, you know. I played Stardew. I played Apex. I actually played Fortnite. You know.
Really?
It was alright, you know. There's this new gun, right? And you can scope him, and it's OP. It's so OP. I'll see what the games I've been playing.
I don't really know if I want to know.
Played Minecraft.
We do see more subs coming through. Nino coming in for Ultraviolet.
I played Splitgate.
And Invictus.
I played a golf game. Why'd I play a golf game? I played PGA Tour 2K21. I must have been particularly bored that day.
I'm just waiting for the map pick coming through now. The map's choices were Hanamura or Volskaya, and it looks like Hanamura has been the map choice coming in.
I want to see
MRG making map pick again. I think Ekaj is a fill, but they've got all their players, but he's also a fill, so it's like I didn't know whether
I
to
still
keep
want to
him
see
or
him.
kick him.
Yeah, I don't know the guy, but I still.
They
I
played
don't know, I just like the
yesterday.
name.
They played yesterday. They had a cast yesterday. If you'd paid attention, though,
Which
you
I
would
do.
have seen.
I pay a lot of attention.
Yeah, I play a lot.
You know, this league, console contenders, it's my life. Yeah. Put my heart and soul into this.
I mean,
So big up me, pretty much. Big up me.
Vazdem have already said they're ready, so they're clearly happy being on attack. So just waiting for the ready for Kobra to head into map 3, which could possibly be our last map. First map was quite close between the two teams, but Vazdem definitely looked a lot more confident running a brawl comp, and on that on a icon world as well, just coming out on the Rhine comps, and a quite weird Rhine comps. Definitely their own.
Do they mean like? Oh, sorry.
Definitely their own versions of Rhine comps, but still. Go on. Do they mean?
I don't know. Someone they said Trill is better than Lemon, who's better than God, right? I don't. Which God are they talking about? Actual like Jesus God, or are they talking about God the player? God
yeah. See, I doubt they know God the player. To be honest, it's most likely.
He was quite known, I think.
Yeah, back when he was back when it was like his back when he was prominent in the scene, but now it's like.
Oh yeah, but you know, I mean, Control no God. Maybe.
I mean, yeah,
Will Conjure God?
yeah, but still, I mean,
Oh yeah.
I mean.
Here he is.
Oh
I've messaged him your.
god.
See if I get a reply.
So Dillstar and Cammy coming out on the double shield comp. It looks like MRG coming back onto the comp that they were comfortable on that first map. Once again, you know, I'm not even gonna sort it.
Lemon Elk on the signature hog.
Lemon Elk on the hog. I mean, you say signature, but Lemon Elk is 100% a Rhine player that only pins in. We'd love to see it.
When he, you know, like when he feels bad for a team, he goes Rhine, right? Because clearly.
Oh, and this isn't trying.
It's all about. This is, he's like, alright, well.
But I mean, we saw that double shield comp coming out from MRG in the first map, and it worked really well for them. So we'll see how it works for them now. Positioning taken up very quickly, very briskly walking through from Lemon Elk. He's just kind of setting up behind them.
Victor's having a good time on the left. On the right. Keep to the right.
And look at Lemon Elk's positioning now. They don't see him, and Conch gets hooked up, but falling very low, but doesn't get taken out. Chongyun has managed to find the pick onto Invicta though. Conch once again falling very low. They're just gunning for this break. Ecliptic has killed himself somehow, and
just still lurking in the back though.
Nino gets taken out, but Trill with that volley, so many headshots, takes out Gilda.
Lemon Elk, like, he just like constant pressure. They're just constantly looking behind the shoulder.
Yeah, and I mean, they're gonna have to with Lemon Elk here. They see that Sonic arrow coming out.
Look at him.
He's just feeding, he's just going straight into them. So many stuns come down onto him and he gets taken out. Chongyun also finding the pick onto Ecliptic. Invicta getting rocked off the edge. I mean, you're gonna have to see a serious change of comp coming through here for Vazdem.
I think he's gonna be a serious change of mind to
I mean,
I just see the hog just crouched.
You would have found the pick onto Trill there as well, so you're going to be waiting for that Zen to be coming back to get use of your discords or anything. Lemon Elk, he gets absolutely they just run onto him and want him so bad that they solo flux him.
I mean, if you're MRG, you take this, man. Like,
MRG are doing such a good job of dealing with this team, and there's the flash coming out, just giving so much ult charge for Chongyun and the rest of his team.
You know what? Good for MRG, man. You know,
thing is,
just like
Husey has fallen, so it means it's just heals coming from the Brigitte here. So you don't want to be taking poke that this team comp is really giving out. Distant finds the headshot onto Gilda, and ults might need to be expended here for MRG, but Distant has been taken out by Cammy.
Oh no, Lemon Elk I saw that was a horrific hook. You got the Valiant skin on, that makes sense.
I mean,
what they do?
All they're doing is burning away their time.
I wish we could just see stats. I really want to know what
Nino gets absolutely demolished by Gilda, who was just walking back from spawn. And I mean, Lemon Elk is just out of position here. There's the bongo coming down from Dillstar, and the dragons coming out from distant there. I'm hopeful dragons, I would say. He does get taken out, pushed onto there, and
I think this is just MRG outplaying the other team. You know,
MRG. Definitely looking a lot more comfortable on the double shield comp as well.
It's forced Lemon Elk to go to the line, like, you know.
Forced the Reinhardt to come out. With so many ults, this is possibly going to be the last fight. There's the rally coming out from Conch, nice and early. Beat and Trance being used. There's the visor from Gilda on the edge. He's just going to be looking for damage onto Distant at the Ecliptic. Distant has already been taken out. Gilda manages to find the kill onto Ecliptic, and this point isn't going to be capped. Doesn't look like any ticks are going the way of Vazdem. How has this point gone the complete opposite way? This, I mean, there you go. This is that's that's exactly what.
Score
It's not over till it's over.
0. Switching sides.
But I mean, Vazdem didn't look like they were trying most of the time.
No, whoa,
It was like
this is a competitive league.
it is a competitive league, but the teams don't have to choose to play great.
I think Vazdem were trying very hard. Oh, I have just received a message back from God. So,
The God, he takes that long to get back to you. Wow, what
But, you know.
what disappointing God.
but some people pray for years and never got to him. So yeah,
Ready.
I've got one speed down.
Okay,
Oh,
looks
Bill
like looks like a proper comp will be played from Vazdem on the defense. Ecliptic and Lemon on the double shield.
Attackers incoming.
Yeah, they have
Oh, I
actually.
don't-
Ecliptic was usually the off tank, and now he's on the main tank. I mean, I say that, but Lemon Elk is usually the Rhine player, is what I'm saying. Cammy on the Reinhardt, but there doesn't look like there's a Symmetra, so I mean, playing Reinhardt is going to be quite difficult without the sim on this point.
There's a lot. Oh, never mind. I was about to say there's been a lot of Doom, but never mind.
Immediately Chongyun switching on to Symmetra. I mean,
I said it.
I predicted it, didn't I? I like that little corner check from Chongyun as well.
Ready?
They just expected it coming out. There's the TP going down. And nice DM as well. All they need is one tick on this point, so you couldn't even be going for just ult building fights here.
You two already using the ammo, I'm pretty sure. So,
What they're waiting for, I have no idea. Cammy drops down and pins in. Throws a fire strike to the heavens, and he is going to get burnt up there. That was dangerous. Gilder on the Reaper this time. And I mean, this team is getting split, but Nino on the Sim has been doing so much damage and still managed to
no style come through.
burn all of those players down, just melts
don't
away.
care about your CC. You just charge.
Teleporter online. I have written.
And there's the TP coming up from Nino, just getting Ecliptic back to that point quicker. And he has that Sim wall as well already. I mean, Husey with the window, but
Drill was too low this entire time.
there's a sim wall from Nino straight down the centre of that point, but Husey's already been taken out. It's one of the first kills that came through. It's just going to be really hard for any stabilization to come through for MRG here. Conch has Gilda did manage to find the kill onto Nino though. So I mean, playing this coming back quick could be an option here.
Oh, you got the
Victor with a
TP on
window.
there.
Window on both
the
sides,
TP
and there's the TP coming through. High noon though from distant. Seems to just be holding it, manages to find that D-Mech onto Dillstar. Dillstar though has found the kill onto Trill. Gilda getting taken out. There's the window from Husey. They're playing so aggressive with this. There's the Bongo coming down, and that damage.
Yeah.
It's just, you can't survive against that damage. So much damage coming down with that Bongo.
They just wants it. Waiting to be awakened one day.
You can hear it as well.
It's just behind the 6 one. It's on oh,
Okay.
we can kill. Oh, there he goes.
TP does come out,
Ooh.
but Husey falls onto the low ground, but he doesn't seem to get picked up. So Conch and Chongyun being the ones that fall there. I mean, Vazdem need to be playing aggressive into this, and that's exactly what they'll do. They're going to go really aggressive into this. And with ults online, there's the shatter coming down from Cammy, but he decides not to go for anything. Conch has been taken out by distant. Looks like it was on the respawn, and Cammy has chosen to pin off of the map. Dillstar also finding Death, and Ecliptic finding Gilda. Why Husey's made the switch onto Ana, I'm not quite sure.
I don't think it's a panic thing. This will be a draw, right?
I mean, if they don't manage to get one tick, then yeah. I mean, Gilda with the Death Blossom, Chongyun with the Sim Wall, and Beat as well. I mean, the ults that are online for MRG is like very, very powerful ults online.
On the other side, they have 5 ults.
True, they practically have 6 ults coming online. Ecliptic will have that.
25% away. Oh,
there's the bomb coming down. Takes out a load of Sim turrets. Both Sim walls get dropped. And looks like the focus is going to be on the Symmetra. Flux comes up, but Clutch and Cammy have both found kills. MRG taking kills out of this fight. Lemonelk also falls, and Victor managing to find the kill onto Gilda before he dies, but that's one tick given to MRG, and
massive from Husey. Massive from Husey. They wouldn't have won that had he have not got that double nade on both the tanks, because it just cancels out the entire Transcendence. That was beautiful.
And I mean, okay, that was a pretty strange map, I'll be honest, considering the momentum of this series. But yeah, Vazdem just choking up on that map, and MRG just holding on.
Well,
and that means
no
we will
ultraviolet, no win.
No ultraviolet, no win.
They need the other sleep there. What can I say?
Means we will be going on to our escort map, so the choices are Watch Point or Route 66.
Which one would you pick? That's what I want to know.
I would probably pick Gibraltar. Honestly, I'm not a massive fan of Route 66.
You know what? I agree. You know, I'm gonna see him bust out the dive. I'm gonna see that.
I mean, I'd love to see it come through.
But the best part about that is we get a chance to see Ekaj. You know, and that's just what it's all about.
I mean,
Will this what kind of player is he? Is like a support, DPS, tank?
Which one's this?
Ekaj.
He catches a tank player. He's always been a tank player, main tank player. I know.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's a tier 3 main tank player.
Oh. Well, yeah, big up Ekaj. I thought you were a support player. I don't know why. Feel those vibes.
Okay, so
what kind of tank? The one that is fun or main tank?
we're gonna see 2 more subs come through. Main tank is like Ryan, Monkey.
No. I said the one that's fun or main tank.
Oh, the one that's fun? Probably Monkey is the only fun main tank, I'll be honest.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying here.
What?
I said what type of tank?
What type of tank? What do you mean? Dive?
Like, either man. You know, move on. Yeah.
I'm so confused what you're asking.
You don't know me. You don't know me. You know me. You know me, man.
I mean, I feel like I don't.
You know me, man. You know me.
I have no
You
idea
know
what it is.
about me.
Oh dear.
No, this is Tim.
Go on.
I sleep on my couch. What about it?
Why?
Well, I do, but I don't. Well, I just have a mattress on my couch. I had to choose between the bed and the couch. I chose both. Thoughts on that? You know, let's talk about that. Would you have chosen the bed or the couch? Me? Couch.
I mean, sure.
That's not an answer. I want bed or couch.
Bed.
Hey.
I mean, why would you choose the couch over the bed?
Because I put a mattress on the couch, making it a bed.
That's not how that works.
Well, you know, I respect your opinion. Because I don't think enough people have opinions nowadays. Alright? I'm telling you, man.
Oh,
we just...
No, you're not bringing. You're not bringing any kind of political conversation into this.
This isn't politics.
This is politics. Everything is politics.
A bunch of homophobic people, a bunch of racist people, have ruined the idea of opinions. Eh? What about I should be able to go down to the shop and say, I don't like Oreos, without being called a homophobe. Yeah? What about
I mean, no, stop talking.
It's a fair point, man.
I mean, how many times have you gone to how many times have you gone to the shop to get a box of Oreos and been called a homophobe?
Well, I'll tell you what. I mentioned Oreos one time and I got called a racist.
Oh, I'm not. I don't even want to ask.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I just like people who are opinionated. A lot of my friends are opinionated. We're getting heated debates. One time we were talking about Skittles or M&Ms. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's an overdone thing at this point. Colours, yeah, we get it, you know? I don't know, I was on the side of the Skittles, they're on the side of M&Ms. Why? You know what I mean? Like, M&Ms are just like, it's just chocolate.
This is not Overwatch.
That reminds me. What are sweets? I don't get it. Like,
you're gonna change this the whole stream from Overwatch to just chatting.
This is just before the match. What are sweets? I don't get it. It's just like I get it. It's produced, but what's being produced here? I don't get it.
Sugar.
Like,
I mean, it's a load of ingredients that make it, right? I mean,
how? Why is it sweets? What constitutes it as a sweet? I don't get it. It's so dumb.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about the Overwatch here. Running into Watchpoint Gibraltar escort map, map 4. So MRG did manage to take that last map, running that double shield comp that they ran on the first map. That looked strong.
Why are they playing double shield, man? Yeah, group.
Double shield looks like they will be running out on double shield on defense. I say that, but no. Okay, Dilstar and Cammy have decided to stick with it.
You know, big up the club tip, man. Because he's a real one. He's playing monk.
He's playing the monk. Yeah, I mean,
that's all I want in a man. Just plays monkey.
Okay, we've got a pause coming through there. Yeah, so a dive comp actually being ran by Vazdem here.
I'm excited for this.
Fully using
but you know what
the.
I'm more excited for?
Go on.
Ultraviolet. Because this is a chance for him to prove he is the anchor of this team. Alright?
Well, I mean,
one map without him and they lost it. If he comes out here and they roll, we know what he's about. We know.
I mean, Ultraviolet is on the Mercy this time rather than the Lucio, though. So, I mean, how?
It's not about the plays, it's about the player. Alright? You know who said that? Rikishi from WWE. So, if he said it.
You're worse than me at getting distracted and sidetracked.
Pause, what am I to do? Yes. Here we see Ecliptic halfway through a leap with a little monkey. Interesting stuff, yeah.
I mean, you could just talk about the fact that they're running an actual comp, because so far they've not really ran actual comps other than on the defense of Hanamura. I mean, Genji still fits into dive at some point, and Distant running that Echo, just going to be looking out poke damage. And quite a lot of it as well. Ecliptic jumps in with that bubble and he gets absolutely blown up. The bubble gets demolished, and I mean, he gets so many stunts hit to the face. Lemon on the Zarya, going for the double bubble comp probably isn't the pick. Husey! Oh no! Husey falling there. I mean, Husey has been the first death of most of these fights.
Oh, I mean, MRG, you know, they've stopped the onslaught, but they're just giving high ground for free here. So.
I mean, in that situation, they had to. Husey has made it back to the fight. And Conchcast manages to fall there, 1v1ing a pocketed Genji, a 2v1ing, sorry.
Really popping off here. I'll get it.
Dillstar though has found the pick onto Distant, and Invicta also finding the kill onto, also falling, sorry, to Cammy.
None of it's enough.
Yuzi going really aggressive, he wanted that kill.
Is Crimson gonna make out alive here?
I mean, it looks like Crimson made it out alive.
I don't know, sit there.
And I mean, okay. They've got a Nanoblade and a Grav online at the moment. I don't know if you need to commit the Grav fully, but the Nanoblade is almost certainly going to be coming out here. There's the Nano coming out, and there's the Blade. Not done together, but definitely done. There's the Graviton as well, and with that lamp, it's just going to be so much damage. The deflect from Crimson is absolutely perfect. Gets so much damage through that window, deflected back at MRG, and the Graviton just doing so much work in that fight. A lot of ults vested though.
That would be genius if they just used the monkey to force out the signal. I think Chungyun's spreading himself too thin here.
Distant with the sticky bomb manages to find the kill onto Gilda. Cammy has made the switch onto Monkey here, and Dillstar onto the Diva. So they're playing a dive of their own. Husey also onto the Ana, complimentary really. Chongyun though finds the kill onto Ecliptic, and I mean that rally just makes it impossible for Ecliptic to get much damage in. I mean the tickle damage does nothing to a good rally. Chongyun though, he pulls that high noon on the high ground, and manages to find the kill onto Lemon Elk. Chongyun also finding the kill onto Ultraviolet.
It's just an escape artist.
Gilda now with the visor. He's going to be setting up on top of the spaceship, and Ash online for Distant now, so he's going to have that pocket. And I mean, Cammy just jumps straight into him, straight into his face, and manages to find that kill. Now camping that body so that it just can't be rezzed up. Some nice positioning coming in from Cammy here, just completely denying a lot of space. Invicta gets absolutely pounced on from Cammy from behind. And I mean, they lost Invicta early, they lost that Ana early into that fight. So there's not much they could have done.
They have got this nano bed now. But
there's so many ults online for both sides here. It's really interesting to see what ults will be commit first. Ecliptic gets slept up, but there's the Primal. He's got absolutely melted. Crimson with the blade inside that small nano blade, may I say, actually. Gilda gets that nano, and kills are going the way of MRG. Chongyun on the McCree.
How is Crimson? What?
I mean, Chongyun couldn't find the shot onto Crimson there, and it kind of just spelled defeat. Invicta,
I don't know.
Looks like they almost switched to a double shield comp, but decided not. Cammy though, getting caught out of position, does just manage to get away with his life.
Got down my head out. Pretty cool.
Cammy now on this low ground is going to be looking for a dive. He jumps up into the face of Distant and manages to take him out again. But the counter dive is there.
I think these trades is MRG though. Like these trades, because the respawn's going to be coming in. Like a long time before they even worry.
I mean, Distant has got this Bob here though, and Bob can be really, really influential. I mean, denying sightlines completely, and like just denying a whole position. So probably going to be seeing it come out here. Husey though, running really far forward. There's the high noon coming out from Chongyun, manages to find the kill on the Crimson. That's the only kill coming out in this fight. Ecliptic gets demeched. Chongyun finding the kill onto Lemon Elk as well. Distant on the fadeaway shots, just manages to find the kill onto Chongyun. But Distant pays for it with his life. Last fight coming in here, 11 seconds on the clock.
Goes to Reaper. Distant goes to Soldier.
Cammy dives in, he's very close to this Primal, and Cammy the sleep just doesn't land there. Lemon so close to that Primal, but gets taken out. Gilda with the visor just running at him. Cammy does get taken out by Distant on the Soldier, and Distant coming in on the Soldier does have some pretty sexy aim, just beaming down people, but Conch manages to find out Ecliptic, and that's the point being held for MRG. Very well played.
Yeah. I really like that. Their defense on point B was really nice. The tanks were just suffocating, the DPS were just constantly on them. I felt like they had too much to worry about to be able to probably set up. Like, I mean, what I'm talking about. You know,
on this point, as soon as you get held past those 4 doors, it becomes really difficult to get back in. And that's like a prime example.
You know what? Signs of life, MRG.
Yeah, they're definitely looking a lot more lively, and Vazdem look like they've been knocked slightly. Like they took Iconwald with such confidence, and now they're kind of like, okay, we actually need to think about this and try a bit better, because we aren't doing brilliantly here.
I felt like they were somewhat BMing like on Hanamura. But
yeah, and then they paid for it.
He did have to try it here.
Lemon Elk on the Orisa on the defense, and Ecliptic on the D.Va instead of the Sigma. D.Va just offers that vertical mobility that Sigma doesn't. And on a map where vertical mobility is quite important, Watchpoint Gibraltar, it's probably better to have. Cammy does jump in, he's just looking at where they're set up and just looking for a bit of scouting information by the looks of things. And Cammy's just pushing the car, drops down its bubble, but it does get blown up, and it looks like MRG are going to be taking this low ground positioning. Invicta has been taken out by Chongyun on the Tracer, and Chongyun now in a 1v1 against Distant does lose his life, unfortunately. Nice nade coming in from Hughes, he manages to find the anti onto and Dillstar has found 2 kills. I would go okay, no pause. I wouldn't have paused then anyway, because it's pause after fights only, and Distant manages to find that kill and just clean up that fight. Yeah, point being held. Just
holy, I just did the guy. Just called him out.
Cammy does jump onto that high ground, just looking for that high ground positioning. The ball switch comes through, and the slam with Crimson's pulse? Helix. No? What? Helix, that's what they're called. I always forget what they're called. Helix rockets just land in, and
I mean, the swap was worthwhile.
yeah, and I mean, Lemon Elk's going to be getting back from spawn a lot quicker now as well. Chongyun onto Soldier and Gilda onto Echo as well. It's gonna probably make playing ball a bit boring. Lemon Elk immediately hacked as soon as he goes for his first pile drive. Hughesy though does get caught out of position there, and the window from, with Crimson. So much damage. Distant with the Death Blossom drops down in the back and takes out 2, and that's probably going to be it. Distant just going to be looking for extra damage coming out here. Maybe looking for the kill onto Chongyun, but no, not quite. There we are, that's Vazdem holding on.
Shot themselves in the foot here, stopping DBS halfway through the game. It's going to be hard to get those ults up, and then by the time they do, the other team will have, you know, recycled them at that point. It was definitely risky.
Hard drive from Lemon Elk comes from the high ground. Distant though has managed to find the kill onto Gilda, and Distant looks like he's just kind of gatekeeping both DPS. Lemonade comes back in, drops down that minefield, bomb thrown up into the air by Dillstar, just puts him in a vulnerable position.
Dillstar gets a lot of value in that bomb.
Visor also comes out
more
from
like
Crimson
the Icon Vault team.
Yeah, this feels a lot more like they were on Icon World, but MRG feels like they've kind of lost their pace. They've kind of lost their tune almost. Like they're not as coordinated as they looked. And Lemonade on the ball definitely looks a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, it just feels like they're the fight's over before it even happens. Like, so positioned.
I mean, that's not a good start. Distant has managed to find the kill onto a main tank for MRG. Gilda falls extremely low, but doesn't quite manage to get away. Oh no, never mind. Doesn't manage to get away. He tried getting away and didn't get away. Husey now, very unfortunate, he gets booted back in. Chongyun though has that EMP and goes for a solo EMP I say. He's got 3 kills. Death Blossom online for Distant here, and Dillstar's got no DM left. Bomb thrown into the air from Ecliptic, also finds the kill onto that Baby Diva. There's the copy coming out from Gilda there, but there's just not going to be anything left.
MRG went out with a sad one there.
Yeah, Cammy coming back on the monkey with a primal, manages to get that touch, and nobody's shooting him. They're just kind of leaving him alive. There's Husey back, throws down that anti-nade, and the visor comes out just to clean him up. Wow, Vazdem looking
so
very,
promising,
very powerful.
You know? Like the Hanamura, Hanamura pretty good to me. And then their attack on watch point was assaulting. I was like, oh, I think they have a chance. And the second I believed, we just watched that. So, yeah.
And I mean, this is the play of the game somehow. After all of those ults were the ones that were dropped down, this is what's play of the game. I mean, okay, sure. Distant doing absolute work for his team in there though. Same for Crimson.
That was... You know what? Oh, a pretty good game.
I think both teams have played very well. MRG just didn't manage to get it. The score eventually ending up 3-1 to Vazdem.
It was a confusing game. I think it's the best way to put it.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit of a confusing game.
Yeah. Right, you know. Sometimes that's life. Oh, it's a good song.
So, yeah, I mean, that's it.
Toss you up. Game finished.
Yeah, I saw your message, Hug. It's it was 3-1 to Vazdem in the end. And I mean, who do you think the MVPs were? Because for me, it was Cammy
Definitely
and
Ultraviolet.
Oh.
Definitely Ultraviolet.
No, my bet is on Distant.
Definitely Ultraviolet. I mean, he came out here. Only one player had 100% win percentage today, I think. And it's him. You know,
I mean,
and that says a lot about a player.
Yeah, but still.
Look, when he was stood still on the point, emoting in the corner, damage boosting his message.
That's all skill.
There was skill there.
That's all skill. I mean,
yeah,
I was gonna look for an interview, but they've all left, so I can't do that.
You, man.
I also can't put in the match results for some reason. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end that there. Is there anything you want to say before we go?
It's not wrong with having a couch instead of a bed, you know. You live and you learn.
Unfortunate for MRG there, but here we go. Yeah, 3-1 to Vazdem. I look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye bye, I guess.